My mother-in-law used to say, "Don't be stupid all your life." That's not an insult. That's a prophecy disguised as a punchline. There's a sacred season for being stupid. It's called learning. It's called experimenting. It's called tripping over your own ego and realizing the floor is real. But there's a difference between being new and being committed to not growing. At some point, ignorance stops being innocence and starts being a choice. You see, from a human perspective, as children, we are designed to be stupid. We don't know fire burns until it does. We don't know heartbreak hurts until it does. We don't know money matters until rent is due. Now, that stage is holy. It builds muscle memory for wisdom. But adulthood comes with a quiet contract. You don't get to keep making the same mistakes and calling it personality. If you keep dating the same red flag, if you keep blowing the same check, if you keep reacting the same way, if you keep saying, "That's just how I am," that's not stupidity anymore. That's resistance. Now, from a psychological perspective, the brain loves repetition. Even painful repetition feels safer than unfamiliar growth. So people stay stupid in areas where growth would require accountability, humility, discipline, self awareness. You see, mastery demands embarrassment first. And most people would rather protect their image than evolve their character. So they freeze at level 2 and pretend it's the final stage. Now, on a soul level, we come here to master lessons. You are not sent here to keep repeating the same karmic loop for 80 years. Come on now. Come on. Every recurring situation is a classroom. Every repeated conflict is a syllabus. And every trigger is a spiritual exam. Being stupid is failing the test once. Staying stupid is refusing to study. Now, the universe is patient. It will keep sending the same lesson in different outfits until you recognize it. But from an esoteric perspective, ignorance is density and awareness, it is light. So the more you refuse to grow, the heavier your field becomes. You start attracting lower frequency experiences because that's what you are vibrating. Mastery is energetic refinement. When you master money, relationships, discipline, your emotions, you lighten your field. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop surviving and start directing. You become the alchemist instead of the experiment. Okay? There is a time to be stupid in business when you're new. There is a time to be stupid in love when you don't know better. There is a time to be stupid with money when you're figuring it out. But 5 years later, 10 years later, at some point, you must audit yourself and say, what have I mastered? What am I still pretending not to understand? Growth is not about being perfect. It's about upgrading patterns. You don't have to be flawless, but you do have to be better than you were. Why this is important? Because time is neutral. Time either compounds wisdom or compounds regret. If you refuse to learn from life, life will become harder to teach you. Pain increases when lessons are ignored, and responsibility increases when age increases. The world respects mastery, and you deserve to respect yourself enough to say, I will not be in the beginner stage of my own evolution all my life. There is nothing wrong with being stupid for a reason, but at some point, you must graduate. You must look at the thing that once embarrassed you and say, I run this now. That is adulthood. That is sovereignty. That is spiritual maturity. Don't be stupid all your life. Be curious, be humble, be teachable, then become dangerous with wisdom. Come on now. You got this.